And good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Sports and Expo Center here at the campus of Macomb Community College for a basketball doubleheader right here on the Macomb Athletics Network. Up first is our women's basketball contest between your Macomb Monarchs and welcoming in today the Hawks of Hocking College. I'm Alex Johnson alongside Tom Cavanaugh for both games here tonight. And Tom, Macomb's looking to come in. They had some tough losses against some top 25 competition. Got a team coming in today at 6-5, Macomb coming in 3-5. This would be a good opportunity for them to bounce back after some tough games.
Great opportunity, Alex. And you look at it, you talk about back-to-back top 25 teams are playing. Those are two of the best in the MCCAA across the entire state of Michigan and a little bit of Ohio, and that's where we're going to go to today, is that state down south, the Hocking College Hawks. Coming to town, it's a big game, Alex, because when you take those two losses, you fall 53-44, played incredible defense against a Lansing team that was averaging 80, 90 points a game. And then you also lose to Mid-Michigan by darn near 30 points. And you're just looking for some improvements, trying to hit that learning curve here today in this ball game against a team that is still very good at 6-5, but also, I mean, not to the caliber of the top 25 teams that they had previously played. So let's look for that learning curve today from Macomb in multiple aspects.
Yeah, absolutely. Something they have to work on here is their offense. Only shooting 20% from the field in their last game against Lansing. You know, the defense was stellar, held them to way below their average, but got to be able to hit shots at the right moment and can't go ice cold, especially when you want to get back because there's only a few weeks left before you get into MCCAA East play.
Yeah, Alex, one thing I really want to see from this team is their strength going to the rim. We saw so many three-point shots that were not falling against Lansing CC. Do what Alea Forrest was doing late in the game. Get to the rim with that left hand, draw a foul, or make the bucket at the cup. Let's watch some basketball tonight, Alex. Can't wait, buddy.
Absolutely. I can't wait. We're going to set it down to the court for the pregame festivities, and the tip-off will be right after this.
Game featuring the Hocking College Hawks and your Macomb Monarchs. At this time, we ask all that are able to please stand as we honor the United States and those who defend our freedoms with the playing of our national anthem. And now let's meet tonight's starting lineups. First for the visiting Hocking College Hawks. At guard, a 5'6" freshman, number 0, Lily Weaver. At guard, a 5'5" freshman, number 1, Gianna Boyce. At guard, a 5'5" sophomore, number 2, Kaylee Dupler. At forward, a 6'4" freshman, number 5, Hawa Ba. And at forward, a 5'7" sophomore, number 15, Emily Blevins. Hocking College assistant coach is Trevor Blevins. Hawks head coach is Andrew Brown. And now the starters for the Monarchs. At guard, a 5'4" sophomore from Farmington Hills, number 1, Carissa Hankins. At guard, a 5'4" freshman from Detroit, Michigan, number 2, Alea Forrest. At forward, a 5'11" freshman from Farmington, Michigan, number 11, Asi Jihad. At forward, a 5'8" sophomore from Shelby Township, number 12, Sydney Garon. And at forward, a 5'8" freshman from Sterling Heights, number 24, Vanessa Golovich. Macomb Community College assistant coaches are Al Pointer, Shannon Valasevich, Lou Ballard, and Emily Swears. Hawks head coach in his first season is Kurt Caroline.
And we are fired up and ready to go here at Macomb Community College here tonight in this women's basketball matchup, our first one, the doubleheader here tonight between your Monarchs and the Hocking College Hawks. Alongside Tom Cavanaugh, I'm Alex Johnson. Thank you for spending your Tuesday night with us here on the Macomb Athletics Network. The Monarchs looking to get back into the win column after some tough games throughout the last week or so. Faced against this Hocking College team coming in 6-5 on the season. We're going to be ready to go here. It's going to be Asi Jihad and Hawaba to tip it off, and the Hawks will get the first possession of the ball game.
Alex, first thing we notice, a lot of size out here right now for Hocking. Hawaba standing at 6'4", tallest on the floor.
We'll see how Jihad guards her throughout the course of the night. But up here is Lily Weaver, the 5'6" guard from Urbana, Ohio. 10 on the shot clock. She goes down low to Ba, and good defense by Jihad, forcing a travel.
Asi Jihad, great defense down low. She did a really nice job against Kara Bartles of Lansing CC a week ago. Let's see how she stacks up today against a girl a little bit taller.
Yeah, Bartles was like 6'2", 6'3" in their last game. Macomb does here on their first possession. They kick it out to Galovich. Too strong on that one. Jihad gets the board. Up to Carissa Hankins, who's in the starting lineup here tonight. Out to Forrest on the top of the key. Can't bury it. In control with the rebound is Lily Weaver.
2 threes on the opening possession. Hocking doing a nice job of playing perimeter defense, keeping Macomb on the outside.
Yeah, they'll just force him to go deep. That's been a struggle for the Monarchs these last few games. A foul called on Macomb. They'll be on Hankins.
Hocking getting back out onto the right foot. Lost 3 in a row before taking down Owens Community College. That's who Macomb will see tomorrow, Alex. And I mean, they got a pretty tough schedule next 2 days. They got Macomb tonight, and then they got number 9 ranked SC4 tomorrow afternoon.
Those are some tough games. We'll be seeing SC4 relatively soon when conference play comes up. When working around 6 seconds for Hocking, got to get a shot off. They kick it out to Weather in the wing. Short, rebound into the hands of Galovich.
Great defensive possession.
Yeah, he was unable to just pull up a shot, but Hocking unable to capitalize. Guerin to Jihad. Lost gets it back. Guerin, too strong. Rebound there picked up by Kaylee Dupler. Hocking going quickly down the floor. The road black uniforms here tonight. Macomb in their home whites. We're 2 minutes in, no score yet. Weaver out to the top to Emily Blevins. Sophomore guard from Logan, Ohio. Ba lost it, able to keep it though. She's able to find Weaver behind her and gets the deuce. And Guerin kind of slid there when she picked up the ball before she dribbled.
Definitely slid that right foot. Alex, I know they gave up a bucket on that last possession, but this is a Macomb team that forced 31 turnovers against the top 25 team in LCC last week. So they are very stout defensively. It's got to be picked up on the offensive end to really just kind of play some complementary basketball, if you will.
Yeah, so far over 3 from the field here tonight as Ava Prasnak comes in for Hankins. Algiana Boyce will bring out the ball. She looks over to her left and able to drill that one from deep is Kaylee Dupler.
Dupler averaging 8.5 points per game. She can knock it down from 3, that's for sure.
Yeah, 33% from downtown. Got to keep an eye on her tonight. Jihad trying to answer back. She cannot. Ball's poked around into the hands of Galovich. Gets it off the high glass and in. And an and-one opportunity for Vanessa Galovich.
Follow your shot. Offensive rebounding is going to be a paramount key to this game for Macomb. You look at Hawaba, she is at 6'4", as we mentioned, definitely the tallest body out there right now. So being able to crash the glass and get offensive rebounds and do something like that is huge.
Galovich unable to make the free throw. Jihad had the board for a second, lost it. So it's a 3-point lead for Hocking as there's miscommunication between Boyce and Dupler. And Macomb will get it right back. Macomb trying to hurry it up here. Coach Kirk Caroline not really pleased. He thought he had a chance with Hocking not set defensively.
They want to push the tempo, get out in front of the defense.
Force. Going down low the press, not going to low block.
Good
Nice
call.
cut in there by Forrest and able to get the lay-in.
Great off-ball movement right there from Macomb. That's something we didn't see last week against Lansing. Definitely turning a corner here early on.
Cut the deficit to 1 now. Looking for Ba again. Pass was too low for her.
Very, very strong defensively to start tonight's contest.
Yeah, absolutely, you got to be able to come out of the gate strong. Now, having some bad taste in your mouth over the last few weeks. Well, this 2-game losing skid. Yeah, got another tough one tomorrow against Owens, number 6 in Division III in the NGCAA. So trying to feel confident here tonight as Galovich sends it over to Jihad in the corner. Jihad with a 29% three-point percentage. Gives Macomb their first lead of the night.
She doesn't take many. That was flush, all net.
Able to save it as Dupler. Ball in no man's land. Prasek able to pick it up. Some unforced turnovers by Hocking here so far. Jihad off to Prasek, working it around. Shania McWilliams into the game. In the far wing, gets it back from Galovich. McWilliams cutting in, nice ball movement. 8 on the shot clock, Jihad cutting in. And she gets knocked down on the floor really hard. That foul will be called on Boyce, the freshman from Grove City, Ohio at 5'5".
That's Jihad tripped up on the sneaker right there. Definitely an on the floor foul, I should say. But she's showing a good little mix here of shooting the deep ball and then pump fake and going to the rim as well. Very strong player going towards the rim is Asi.
Galovich able to get it out. Sydney Guerin pulls up for 3. Can't get that one to fall. Hocking going quickly down. Able to drill at that time is Lily Weaver. She's able to cash that one in to give the Hawks the lead back 8-7.
Hocking can shoot.
Weaver, the leading scorer on this Hawks team, averaging nearly 12 points a game. Goes it around. Galovich steps back. McWilliams on the wing. Out to Jihad. Working it down. Got a reach and call on Trinity Bellard. Sophomore at 5'8".
One thing to monitor throughout tonight's contest as well, Alex. Only 8 players on the roster for this Hocking squad. So they get a few girls in foul trouble. They could be playing with 5 or 6 for the rest of the game. So they need to stay away from the personal fouls.
And we'll see if Macomb can be able to use that to their advantage. Get some players in foul trouble early for Hocking. Make them go into their bench. Only 3 guys available. Get out from the top of the key. That's a ka-ching.
That was a deep 3. Wow.
Gianna Boyce.
3 of 4 to start the night for the Hawks from deep.
And hitting 4 or 5 from the field. Got to be happy about that if you're Coach Andrew Brown in his first season with the Hawks. They have a 4-point lead over Macomb, 11-7. Got 4 and 15 to go in the opening quarter. Jihad guarded there by Weather, going down low into the block by Guerin. McWilliams could not answer back. Galovich with the rebound, loose on the ground. Taken away by Blevins, and it's going to be an easy bunny for Lily Weaver.
Lily Weaver, she is the leading scorer of this Hawks team, 11.7 per game.
She has 7 on the night so far.
Yeah, only a freshman, too.
Guerin short from deep. I got a handed there as Boyce was getting the board. I think she was trying to reach over and grab that from her, but
yeah, tried to go follow her shot, get that offensive rebound. Just reached in a little bit too hard. We're seeing some early whistles here on minimal contact, so both teams have to kind of adjust to that and play hands off.
You know, you're just trying to go after the ball, and hand might get into the face, and got to be careful about that moving forward. Well, Rutain into the contest for Hocking, and that's another triple for Boyce. And we got a foul. The basket will count. It's going to be Away from the ball, Bellard.
Bellard's second foul. She'll likely be taken out of the game right now just to conserve her playing ability.
To do so right now as that one deflected by Weaver. Coach Caroline is going to take a timeout. We'll take it with him with 3:21 to go in the first. This team's down 16-7 to the Hawks of Hocking College. We'll be back here on the Macomb Athletics Network. Welcome back, everyone. 16-7 in favor of the Hocking Hawks over the Macomb Monarchs in this women's basketball contest. Alex Johnson and Tom Cavanaugh with you here tonight. It's been hot shooting from behind the long line for the Hawks. 4 or 5 from downtown, and they've been on a roll offensively. Macomb trying to answer. Galovich goes way down low to get to Jihad, rather. Couldn't get that one to go from underneath the basket. McWilliams was looking for her, but taken away by Blevins. Working it around. Got to keep it out of the hands of boys. They work it over to the corner. That one not strong enough. There was Rutain. And that foul is going to be called on Blevins. And that will put Macomb in the bonus.
Well, yeah, already 5, you're correct. Or 6, I'm sorry. Nearly every starter with at least 1 foul right now. We're seeing some early whistles, as I mentioned, but it's definitely working out for Macomb. Alex, you look at the shots so far in the ballgame. 11 total shots from Macomb, 7 from behind the three-point line. They've connected on 1 of those from deep. I like the play downside into Asi Jihad. Just got to find a way to finish there. It looked like she kind of faded away as she took that shot. If you plant your feet and go up strong, that's likely 2.
Got to be able to get yourselves to the line and make your free throws.
And Macomb did a really nice job of that last game against LCC. Specifically in the first half, they hit a lot of their free throws. Missed a fair amount in the second half, but they got to the line and they executed in the first 20 minutes.
Galovich made both. That's a start. Macomb in that full court press, but the Hawks able to break out of it. Rutain was looking into the corner for Boyce. As it got Butterfingered out of her hands.
Just an errant pass. As she tried to drive the lane and kick, her momentum took her, and the ball went with her right down the baseline and out of the hands of the corner.
5 turnovers already for Hocking. Forrest able to get it to Galovich, who swishes that one from the top of the key.
Nice shot. Galovich playing that power forward, but also can step back from 3 and make one. Good D.
Yeah, good job by Galovich to deflect that one. They were looking over to Boyce again.
And she's a multifaceted player, Galovich. I mean, she can go inside, get a bucket at the rim, step it out from 3. She's made a 3 in her last 2 games now, and plays a very good defense as we're seeing at the moment. There it is.
Yep, doing it all. On the break, here comes Forrest. Leading the way, gets it, and the foul. That is just great weak teamwork right there. Galovich with the steal, gives it off to Forrest, who takes it to the hoop, plus the harm and the foul. Looking to make it a 1-point game.
In transition is when Alea Forrest is the most dangerous. She loves using that left-hand layup, and she does a nice job. Remember at the end of that Lansing game, Alex? She only had about 2 to 4 points heading into the 4th quarter. She finished with, I think, 10, and a lot of those were hers going strong to the rim with that left hand, either being fouled or making the shot, and she does it once again.
Yeah. Those hustle plays, you got to be able to do down the stretch, and that's what Forrest did. Made things interesting late. Well, Macomb unable to get the win, but they're on an 8-0 run. When they called that timeout, they were down 9. Not giving up, not letting Hocking get some early momentum.
Doing a nice job of guarding outside of the three-point line, taking away that three-point shot.
Exactly what you got to do here. That's why Coach Caroline took that timeout. Force it down low. Rutain had it bobbled out of her hands. Only has 7 to shoot. Galovich with tight defense. The high post. Going up for that one. Missed by Weather. Ba with the rebound. Kicks it out to Rutain. This is that long ball. Prasnak trapped. Turns it over. And Boyce with the deuce.
That's an errant turnover. Once you corral that rebound, if you're Prasnak, got to hang on to it in the corner, not throw it back into the middle of play and allow 2 free points. That was a great defensive possession by Macomb, and it was spoiled at the end.
They working out here. Guerin can't drill that one from deep.
Guerin, the leading scorer of that Lansing game with 15 points, knocked down a couple of big threes. She's still trying to find her first.
It's been impressive all season long. As one of the top leading scorers, as well as Jihad. Rutain in trouble. Maneuvers her way through for that one. And that puts Hocking back up 5. Got 45 seconds to go. We'll see if Macomb could go for a 2-for-1. Forrest to Galovich. Coach Caroline said move it around. Gives it down to Jihad, and she's fouled. With 35.4 to go.
And that was a smart offensive possession right there, because you got Prasnak in the corner while they're double-teaming Jihad down low. You kick it into the corner to Prasnak. That frees up a one-on-one for Jihad down low, and she was able to dump it in and get the foul call. Because they want to try to double her down low, but if you kick it out to the corner and there's an open shot, they are forced to take a defender out on you, which leaves a one-on-one on the block.
That'll be an out into the game for Galovich. So Jihad will go to the line. Jihad this year averaging 14 points a game with 9 rebounds.
She's coming off heck of a game. 8 points, 7 rebounds. Or I'm sorry, that was against LCC. She had, I think, 15 rebounds against Mid-Michigan.
It's going to keep presence down low. First one to fall.
She posted 19 rebounds, I'm sorry, career high for 15 points.
Able to make both.
Good start from the free throw line for this Monarch team.
They have been 5 of 6 rather.
And Hocking hasn't shot one yet, doing a nice job of not fouling at the rim, but also Hocking taking a lot of deep shots.
Got to be able to capitalize from the charity stripe. Float that one down from Boyce over to Ba. It was great defense by Vivian Uwabara, who came in for Jihad on the free throw. There's a 5-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. 26 seconds left here in this opening quarter. Macomb trailing by 3.
Hocking with 2 girls out there, 6'4" and 6'3". A lot of size for the Hawks currently.
Macomb forces a turnover on the inbound, and they can hold it for the last shot. Forrest out to McWilliams. Got to be smart here. 10 seconds to work with. Forrest, work it down the knot. McWilliams to Guerin, pulls up for 3, gets it to go to end the quarter. Sydney Guerin from downtown, and we're tied up at 20 after 1.
Beautiful offensive possession once again. Hocking brings in their 2 biggest players down low to clog up the middle, the facilitation of the basketball around the perimeter to find your best shooter on the wing to knock down the game-tying three-pointer at the end of the first.
Yeah, that's exactly what you got to have here. What a great run to end that quarter for Macomb, 13-4. After Coach Caroline called that timeout, to get this team back into it, didn't want to get your backs against the wall early, down double digits. They prevailed and able to tie the score up here after 1.
Pays to knock down your free throws, tied up because he hit 5 of them.
Yeah, absolutely. We're going to step aside for just a brief moment. We'll be back here on the Macomb Athletics Network. Welcome back, everyone, to the Sports and Expo Center here at Macomb Community College for our basketball doubleheader here tonight. It's a tie ball game, 20 apiece in this women's basketball game between your Macomb Monarchs and the Hocking College Hawks. Alex Johnson and Tom Cavanaugh with you here for both games here tonight. Macomb able to tie it up on the Sydney Guerin 3 at the buzzer. 1 point they were trailing by 9, but able to climb back. Some great defense. Oabara, who came in late in that first quarter, gets hacked in the low post, and she'll go to the line.
I like that move from Vivian. You're right. Did not play against Lansing Community College last game, but immediately comes in and faces up to the big man and goes right to the rim. I know she didn't make the basket, but still being able to draw those fouls, especially with only 8 players on this Hocking team, I mean, that's pivotal.
Absolutely. The foul was on Cindy Allman, her first. Can't get any of them to fall. Rebound. I'm going to say off of Jihad. Yeah, Coach Caroline didn't like that call. Neither did Jihad. And Hocking got to inbound it. Barely beat the 5-second call. Weaver trapped. Gets across the timelines. Dupler. They've been working on that trap. Hocking able to get out of it, though. 13 on the shot clock. Dupler. Galovich on her. Working out to Boyce. Over in the corner, Weather. 3 seconds. A long 3 from Boyce is off. Long rebound picked up by Dupler. Gets up, doesn't get a foul call. That's just great defense by Macomb. Getting in there was Galovich to not pick up that one.
Exactly right. Great possession on the defensive end right there for Macomb.
Jihad for 3. Misfires. Galovich with an offensive board looking for McWilliams. This is a long pass, nearly intercepted by Weaver, but couldn't get a grip on it.
Actually should have been a turnover, but a referee on the sideline over there actually came in contact with the basketball, and they had to ward Macomb back with it. After Galovich gets that offensive rebound, just hold it for a minute, wait for someone to come closer to you instead of heaving something to the back of the top of the key.
You're lucky about that. That's a turnover 99 times out of 100.
Mm-hmm. That's the only time it isn't, when it hits the ref.
Macomb comes empty on that possession. Hocking trying to take the lead back. Trapped again is Boyce. Yeah, that pressure, it's just intimidating Hocking right now. Boyce. This is that one.
Yeah, the trap defense is working right now for Macomb. Hocking's got to figure out, make an adjustment, how to solve that.
Mid-range jumper by Jihad is good. Nothing but net.
She's feeling it today. She's hit from all around the court right now, from deep, mid-range, and in at the rim, and the free throw line.
Janai McWilliams, a little bit too much trying to reach in on that one, and she'll come off the floor.
Galovich and Jihad both tied with 7 apiece. 2 best players on the floor currently. Don't forget about Sydney Guerin as well. She knocked down a big 3 at the end of the first quarter.
So far, 2 minutes into the second quarter, Macomb up by 2. Allman gets a screen for Weather. Working around here to Bellard. Boyce at the free throw line, kicks it out. Weather in the wing. No. Rebound was into the hands of Bellard. She has it. Macomb pressuring. Working over the wing. Trying to get a screen with Dupler. 8 on the shot clock. Way off on the 3. Ballard gets the rebound. And it's going to be Macomb basketball.
A lot of long shots, a lot of long rebounds off the basket. Coming up short. I mean, great start for Hocking from three-point range. They were hot in the first quarter. They have cooled down since. We're 4 of 5. Now they're 4 of 11. Have missed their last 6 in a row.
Yeah, they've just been pressured a lot, especially by what the Monarchs have done with that trap. Force them to go inside and not get good looks from deep. Uabara took that extra step.
Yeah. Felt like she kept that left pivot foot the entire time, but a little bit of a slide. I mean, we've already seen a travel call happen on just the slightest little movement of the foot. They're going to call that every time.
Hocking looking to tie it up or take the lead back. 7 minutes left here in this first half. Uabara playing way up at the top. One out for three, and knocking it down is Kaylee Dupler.
Too many open three-pointers right now. There were 3 on the last 2 possessions. Hocking finally got one back.
And they retake the lead. Working it around the horn. Uabara from Guerin. Going into the paint, trying to draw a foul. She cannot. Hocking on the break. Ballard from Boys. Jihad all over her. And she gets a travel call. Great defense by Jihad. Standing tall right there.
Yeah, she had 2 choices right there. Take the charge and risk the defensive foul. It's kind of sometimes 50-50 on the charge or the blocking foul. Or you can stand, get your arms up high, and try to force a travel, and that's exactly what happened. Asi Jihad's playing very good defense on the block right now.
Gonna get down from Forrest, getting that one up, no. And it's gonna jump ball, it's gonna go back over to the Hawks.
That was the 6th offensive rebound from this team, though, in the first half, Alex. That is very impressive. They continue to crash the boards and find themselves extra shots.
Exactly what you gotta do here, especially with a team like Hocking with such a height advantage. Oba at 6'4", and Allman at 6'3". Over Uabara, Allman can't get that one to roll in.
Well done by Vivian. She had to kick out and guard the three-point line and then slide back down to the big. Perfect defensive rotation again.
Alea Forrest trying to get a hack through traffic. She does. She gets rewarded with 3 throws
Hawks
coming up.
Number 1, Gianna Boyce, her second, team second.
Ruby Sanderson will come in for the first time for Guerin. Rotane will come in for Hocking.
And for the Monarchs, number 5,
It's actually going to be on the floor, rather, so it's not a shooting foul, I beg your pardon. Galovich. Out over to Jihad from the top of the key, in and out on that 3 ball. Sanderson on the offensive glass. Forrest. Move it down to Sanderson. Trying to get it down. Galovich gets on the floor for it, but they're going to call a travel. Don't really see that as getting down on the floor to pass it up.
Yeah, it was really just the roll. She fell down on her belly and then tried to roll back over and pass it off. And once you make that much movement when you're on the ground, that's where the travel call comes in.
But you got to like getting on the floor for it. Those are the kind of plays that Galovich will make. Got 5:15 to go in the half. It's 23-22 in favor of the Hawks. Rutang, Allman, and out to Weaver, and able to get that one to go. And it's going to be a long 2.
With a 2-pointer.
Yeah, Lily Weaver's hitting some shots here today. Very impressive early on. 9 points on 4 of 7 shooting.
Uabara had a nice move. Going to get that one to drop, though. Blevins. And that pressure here by Macomb. Forcing them to work inside. Weaver has had the hot hand. With 9 points, 8 on the shot clock. Rutang with a difficult shot. Misfires. It goes into the hands of Macomb.
That's Jihad once again. Good fight down low. Nearly corralling that rebound, and the ball goes their way.
On the jump ball. Still trailing by 3, though, with 4:15 to go in this first half. Gotta like how they've been playing here so far. The second quarter has been their strong suit. Jihad able to cash in another bucket.
Going to the rim strong, gets it off the glass. Good kiss.
Gotta like what she's been doing here tonight. With 9 points and 4 boards. Out open, there is Rutang in the corner and makes Macomb pay from deep.
Yeah, this is a good three-point shooting team, and they're putting it on display here today. There's got to be more communication on the defensive end, more talking on screen switches, and rotating across the floor to try to match up with an offender. Sorry.
It's their 6th triple already as that one's over the head of Ruby Sanderson.
Checking in for the Monarchs, number 12, Sydney Karen.
3:31 to go here before halftime. Macomb trailing now by 4.
Orabara checking out. She had some good minutes. I liked her aggressiveness going to the rim. It was just finishing the basketball at the cup. That was the only issue.
Yeah, you got to be able to do that for her, especially with the height disadvantage. But Hocking's able to drive it in is Blevins, despite all that contact.
And Jihad was probably just a step late, stepping up and getting there right in front of the scorer.
Jihad from deep. Can't knock it down. Galovich couldn't hold on to it. On the break, 2-on-2. Kicks out to Dupler from Weaver. Knocks it down, and just like that, the Hawks are back up by 9.
They must have heard me saying they were going cold because they've hit 3 out of the last 4 from deep. 7 of 14 from downtown. Pretty impressive.
So Macomb has to climb back. They were nearly there. Had the lead for a moment. But it has been a 13-2 Hawks run as Dupler went too much on that one. They got 2:15 to go. Macomb trailing 33-24. Galovich to Sanderson from deep. Short. Another board for Jihad. Got 20 seconds to work with on the shot clock. They get it off to Jihad. Not much on that one.
Now, Alex, they're going back to hoisting 3 balls.
Checking in for the Hawks, number 21.
At the beginning of that second quarter, we saw the best offense, arguably all year, from this Macomb team. They were going to the rim strong, facilitating around the perimeter, hitting some mid-range shots, getting the fouls at the cup. And now, right now, they've kind of gone back to stalemate basketball of circling it around the perimeter and hoisting up a deep 3 ball that, they've hit a few today. They're 3 of 15 from downtown out of 27 total shots.
Yeah, only have made 8 baskets compared to Hocking hitting 50% from deep. 7 on the shot clock for Macomb. They got to get something off. Forrest out to Guerin. Galovich got to put a shot off, and they're not going to get anything. I don't think they were aware of how much time they had left.
No, and that can't happen. Yeah, you have to have that mental clock in your head, or just the awareness to look up at that shot clock and know. And it goes back to the communication. One of the 5 girls on the floor has to know that that shot clock is ticking down, and someone has to say something to the ball carrier.
It's nearly over and back by Hocking instead. It's a deuce for Trinity Ballard, and they have their largest lead now at 11. And Coach Caroline's going to take a 30-second timeout after the Hawks have gave themselves a gap here so far late in this first half.
Well, you saw the three-point shooting start out in that second quarter very poorly for the Hawks, and that's when Macomb started to climb back. They were playing great defensively, and then about, I'd say, the 5-4 minute mark, you saw some more open shots from Hocking that were not going down, but defensive breakdowns from Macomb allowing for those open shots. Now, for a good team like Hocking that makes a good percentage of their three-point shots like they are today, water's going to find its level. So their ability to continue to shoot that and get those open shots in the final 5-4 minutes or so of this second quarter, they were going to hit them, and they executed perfectly. Macomb defensively, not as stout as they were to start the ball game, and have not had as much success offensively as they would have liked.
You just got to finish out these last 90 seconds strong, and just try to go into the locker room, just making some adjustments here in the second half, because Hocking is at over 50% from the field. And you haven't been able to counter that up here. You're under 30%. Only 6 seconds to shoot again. They got to get something off. Forrest trying to get someone up. They do. Short on that one. And a foul is called on the rebound by Navia Knott.
Number 20, Nevaeh Knott, her first, team second.
1:05 to go here in this first half. Macomb down 11. As it's a 15-2 Hocking run since the midpoint of the second quarter. Folding that one up and missing is Dupler. Macomb trying to hustle here. Not down low. Just threw it a little bit too hard by Forrest. Had the right idea.
Yeah, it's right there, just in and out of the hands. Those are possessions you have to get a shot off on, especially when you're trailing by double digits late at the end of the first half.
40 seconds left. Boyce directing traffic. Forrest on her. 30 seconds on that one up. Can't get that one to fall is Boyce. Not with the board. Macomb will push it up here. We'll see if they haul it here for the last shot again. The off-ball movement. Guerin. Wayne Galovich cutting in. Clock at 10. Forrest, the free throw line. What's one up? No, not with the rebound. Out to Sanderson. 3 to shoot. Short. Ball loose. And that one's going to be late by Forrest. As that's going to end the first half. Macomb will head into the locker room. Down 11, 35-24 to the Hawks of Hocking. Right in that first half, and things just kind of went downwards in these last minutes of the second quarter, Tom, as the Hawks were able to heat up and have themselves a double-digit lead here as they head to the locker room.
Yeah, the Monarchs, I mean, they didn't play terrible at all. When you shoot 50% from three-point range, your opponent does, it's tough to beat teams like that. 7 of 14 from downtown for Hocking in the first half. They were 14 of 29 overall, which is good for just under 49%. I mean, this team is shooting the lights out currently, are the Hawks. Macomb's just trying to keep pace. They've done a very nice job on the offensive glass. They have 10 offensive rebounds in the first half, so they were getting extra opportunities. They're already out-rebounding Hocking as well by 3, but, Alex, they're 8 of 30. One thing that continues to be a point of emphasis on our calls is just the lack of shooting and the shot selection. You take 30 shots, 16 of those are from downtown, and you are not a very good shooting three-point team right now. Now, there's a few individuals on this team that can knock some shots, but when you look at the entire grand scheme of the team, they're shooting under 25% from downtown, so you need to take more shots inside. I know that Hocking has the 2 big men down low, but we've seen with Asi Jihad's ability to get to the rim, get a foul call, or even kick out for a mid-range. One last thing I'll say. At the end of that last possession, Alea Forrest had herself a mid-range shot just inside of the free throw line. Instead of taking that shot, she took one more dribble to get closer, and then she was partially blocked on her shot. So she passed up a good shot for a much tougher one by taking that extra dribble. So being able to be smarter on those shot selections, it's going to make it easier for this team to shoot the ball better. And I think that's the key because they're playing well defensively. They just got to pick it up on the offensive end, which continues to be a factor.
We'll see what happens here in this second half. Macomb down 35-24 to the Hocking College Hawks at halftime. We'll be back for the second half right here on the Macomb Athletics Network.
career is one step, where you grind. That paper, baby, mothers on the dotted line. I've been flying out of town for some peace of mind. It's like always, they just want a piece of mind. I've been focused on the future, never on right now. But I'm sipping like a butcher in the bigger brown. I'm the one that introduced you to you right now. Oh my God, what I like, trying to fight in the night, in my life, and it's deep, ain't it, ain't it, ain't it,
Welcome back, everyone, to Macomb Community College. Getting ready to start the second half of this women's basketball game between your Monarchs and the Hocking College Hawks. The Monarchs trailing by 11, 35-24, as we get ready to start the third quarter. Alongside Tom Cavanaugh, I'm Alex Johnson. Glad to have you with us here tonight. The Monarchs, it's been tough to stop the Hawks here offensively. They've been shooting 50% from the field. They've been doing everything they can. It's just that they've had the hot hand, and Macomb hasn't been able to respond from that. They just had some difficult plays down the stretch, especially in those last few minutes of that second quarter.
And with only 8 players on the roster for Hocking tonight, or pretty much, I guess, all season, they have 3 girls they've counted on for the entire game. They played all 20 minutes. That's Lily Weaver with 9 points, Gianna Boyce, who is 2 of 3 from downtown with 8, and Kaylee Dupler, 3 of 5 from three-point range for 9 points. Monarchs got to find a way to silence those 3 girls to come back and win this ball game.
Both teams with their starting 5 on the floor here, begin this second half. We got Blevins at the top, 13 on the shot clock. Out to Dupler. Can't get the roll in. They're going to be off of Sydney Guerin, so it's going to be Hocking basketball. We'll give a shout out to our PA announcer here tonight, Andrew Knapschick, filling in for Chris Snyder here tonight. Doing all the pregame introductions. Done a phenomenal job here tonight. That was way off by Boyce, but they get the rebound. Dupler, and they just haven't been cold from 3. Out of the hands of Ba, Over to Jihad. Guerin for three. That one hits the top.
I mean, that's who you want shooting that shot. And she was wide open on a spot-up three-pointer. Like the selection right there. But still, I'd love to see this Monarch team go to the rim a little bit more in the second half. They've been dominating in a couple aspects. Free throws and rebounds. Hocking hasn't shot a free throw yet in this ball game. Macomb's 5 of 8 from the line, and they've also out-rebounded on the offensive end these Hawks.
Yeah, that's just crazy to think about and see. And I'm able to get a free throw in the first half if you're Hocking.
Macomb's doing a nice job of not fouling. Hocking's also taking a lot of outside shots and knocking them down.
Forrest trying to take it to the cup. Can't get that one to fall. Blevins over to Dupler. Hawks moving it around. Boyce too strong. Guerin gets down for it. Trying to push it up. Working it down. Galovich. Too hard of a pass as Galovich gets down to the floor.
Got to look for a bounce pass there.
And she is not getting up to Macomb with a disadvantage. The basket is good by Bob, but Galovich is still down on the floor. As Coach Kirk Caroline and our athletic trainer Kyle Schroka take a look over at her, and
she's grabbing that tailbone right in the back area. Went down pretty hard after the ball was up in the air. The feed-in pass was above the head of Galovich. She tried to leap for it and fell down hard on her back.
We're going to step aside for just a brief moment. We'll be back here on the Macomb Athletics Network. Welcome back. Galovich is able to get up, though, as she heads over on the bench to get looked at by our athletic trainer, Kyle Schroka. We'll come now down by 13 over 2 minutes into this third quarter. As Jihad's shot was blocked, but they're going to say it was off of Macomb.
No way. No way.
Coach Kirk Caroline just disappointed with that call.
That was a deflected shot, no doubt.
There's going to be a warning call on the bench for Macomb.
He's got a fair gripe about it. Asi Jihad's not airballing that shot by 5 feet if it's uncontested.
Yeah, this has not been the day for Macomb here. Trailing by 13, their largest deficit here tonight.
Steve right there from Carissa Hankins.
Blevins gets it up. Ball keeps it in bounds.
How did that stay in?
Somehow, some way, Weaver going up for it. Too much on it. Hankins with the rebound.
Hankins at 5'4", getting a rebound over top of Asi Jihad and Ava Prasnak.
Guerin with tight coverage. Gets down on the floor for her after missing her shot. That'll be a kick ball against Hocking.
Galovich is a big miss as well. Talking about those offensive rebounds, being able to control the paint, and she's the second highest scorer on this Monarch team with 7.
Just trying to make up for that loss there in her presence down low and able to crash the offensive board. Jihad, mid-range jumper, hits it.
Kirk's letting him know.
Hits it from the elbow. 37-26. All loose. Miscommunication there as Weaver.
Yeah, it's just a broken play. Sometimes that'll happen. Lily Weaver's going to finish that 10 times out of 10. Heck of a ball player.
And she has 11. Ties her season average. Free throw line jumper for Jihad. That one is, can't get anything on that one. Coach Caroline still arguing with the referee about that last call, and he'll get teed up for it. And it's a technical foul called on Coach Kirk Caroline is
Monarchs head coach, technical foul at the line. Shooting number 0.
he's still going at it with the
Yeah, a good old-fashioned face-off right here, AJ. Basically, Asi Jihad had her shot blocked on that first air ball that happened. They didn't call it a tip. They said it was a clean air ball by Jihad. Then she goes down, makes a basket, and then the very next shot, very clean, she comes up air ball. And that's where the banter comes from between the official and Coach Kirk Caroline. But, I mean, he's fighting for his ladies out here, and he wants his team to you know, get their fair share of calls here in this game, trailing by 15. They need every bucket they can get. And, I mean, he's a competitor, and that's just sometimes what happens.
Yeah, just trying to plead his case. And we all knew it from here that that shot was not blocked. But
not that last one. That first one, definitely. But
yeah, I know about the last one wasn't for sure. But
we'll live on for another play. Scrap it, and let's go.
so 41-26 now. Hocking in control. Guerin couldn't get the rebound. Taken away by Bob Blevins for 3 off. As Blevins
Hawks foul, number 15.
elbow into Guerin. Whoa, was could be a foul on the rebound. Jihad. Low post, working around. Out to Sydney Guerin for 3. Nothing on that one. Weaver, with some pressure on her, was trying to maybe get a foul call. She was saying it was got a little bit of pain there. Doesn't get the whistle.
Guerin's gone extremely cold from downtown. She was 1 of 4 coming out of the half. She is 0 for 4 early in this third quarter.
Weaver going up. You get that one. Macomb on the break. Forrest down to Jihad. Up. Can't get it.
That's a great pass from Forrest. Those are buckets that you have to finish if you want to try to mount a comeback. You got no chance if you're not making those shots.
Weaver from the top of the key. In and out. That's another one for Jihad on the glass.
She's a great rebounder down low.
Has 6 rebounds of her 11 points here tonight. Jihad triple teamed. Needs some help. Macomb gets lucky to they draw a foul.
Yeah, once there's a triple team like that, you know for a fact that 2 other Monarchs are wide open because there's only 5 players on the floor. You got to do the math. So that ball's got to be kicked right out, wrapped around the perimeter and finding the open shot.
Prasnak to Guerin. One just in and out is Uabara. Holds down. Bob with the foul.
Number 5.
Guerin can't buy a basket right now. That one just falling out.
Checking in, number 55.
That was a good look. But also one she usually knocks down.
Sometimes, I mean, shooters have cold days. It happens, but you just got to keep shooting, staying consistent, and stay confident.
Uabara from Guerin in the post by Almond. Kind of handed there. Good defense by Almond.
Against most big men, that is a bucket right there. But you're facing Sydney Almond at 6'3". I mean, she's a force to be reckoned with in the paint.
Did her job right there. Hocking still up by 15 with 4:18 to go in the third. Ballard with the screen. They're just milking that clock here. Clock down to 5. All open is Dupler and knocks it down in the wing.
Kaylee Dupler, 4 of 8 from downtown in this game, lighting it up from 3.
And this lead keeps on growing for the Hawks, up now by 18. As Alea Forrest drives to the hoop, gets some contact, and he'll go to the line.
That's great court vision by Alea Forrest right there. She saw that nobody was standing in the paint, nobody in the middle of the court right there, and she just took it all the way. Obviously, Hawks had to try to cut in quickly and cause the foul instead of an easy 2 points, and now Forrest got a pair.
Forrest with 5 points. She can't get the first one to fall. Only 4 players have scored on Macomb here tonight. Jihad, Guerin, Forrest, and Galovich.
You look over at the Hocking side. Out of 8 players, 7 have notched a pair of points at least.
Checking in for the Monarchs. Already in number 24.
Maybe you're trying to be able to just get
In for
other
the
people
Monarchs,
involved.
number 3, Janiyah McWilliams.
I know it's been tough for Guerin here
In for the
tonight.
Hawks, number 22, Rolly Rutang.
It's 1 of 9 from the floor. Jihad 4-15. Able to get it back. Good play there by Hankins. Can't capitalize. They do get the board. McWilliams back to Hankins and able to drill it from the corner.
3 ball for number 1, Carissa Hankins.
She didn't love the 2, so she missed the shot and took it out for 3. Nice shot.
Galovich back in the game. Nearly gets that one, deflects that one out. Just 3 seconds for Hocking to get across half court.
Good to see Vanessa get back into the contest and immediately making a play defensively.
Weaver, they got to pass it off. 1 second, and that's a 10-second violation.
Good call, Alex. Way to keep a mental clock there.
And usually in that situation, the referees say you only got a few seconds to get across. Fish on the far side, say you only got 3 seconds. Just awareness right there. Macomb, do everything they can here to cut into this deficit. McWilliams can't get that one to drop. Uabara with the rebound. Was trying to hit it off the foot, and they do. They'll get that call off of Rutang. It'll be 17 on the shot clock. Three and 10 to go here in the third. Macomb down 44-30. Gets out to the top. McWilliams. It's over to a right pass. That good work. Hankins getting herself open, going down low. Clock at 5. Uabara, you get it out, which could be called for a walk.
Yeah, it's a travel for sure. She tried to step through 2 defenders. Once again, I mean, Hocking's been doing it all day. They're double teaming down low in the post. So once Vivian knows that there's a double team on her, instead of putting the head down trying to go to the rim, you can find that kick out, find the open shot.
Almost got it poked away. Was Dupler able to get it back on the Hawks. Shot clock at 15. Weaver maneuvering her way, kicks it out to Rutang for 3. Off target. Macomb on the push. Janiyah McWilliams. Like the ball movement there. Uabara going up and in.
Vivian Uabara.
Uabara able to get through that one to go. She's had some good looks here tonight. Trailing by a dozen now. Allman. Looked like she had a bunny, but it got broken up really quickly. And Weaver we call for a travel.
Not nearly as many travels as we saw last time we were here, Alex.
Yeah, it was just a parade for Lansing. Hocking will take their first time out of the ball game.
I'm pretty sure we saw 55, maybe 56 turnovers in that game, and 30 of them had to be traveling calls.
Yeah, looking at it from the last game, they forced, it was 34 turnovers in that last game that Macomb forced, but they're trailing by 12 here with 2:06 to go in the third. Stay with us after the conclusion of this game of the men's basketball contest. 30 minutes after this game ends between Macomb and Hocking. Oh, that should be a really fun one, Tom. 2 really strong programs coming out on the floor here after this game concludes.
I can't wait. It's 2 teams that made the national tournament last year. Hocking, they won their district championship. Macomb did the same thing. Hocking's a very good program, sitting at 11-2 this year. They got a bunch of ballers, and Macomb as well. They could be limited tonight without a few of their stars, and it's going to be a great matchup, stacking up against each other on a beautiful night.
Yeah, Macomb, we haven't seen them since their last game on the men's side against Mid-Michigan, that tough loss in overtime.
They got a good week of break, though, to kind of clean stuff up, figure out what they need to improve on against. I mean, that was a good Mid-Michigan team, man.
Yeah, they went after it against SC4 last night. They picked up a win.
Wow.
Mid-Michigan.
That's impressive. SC4 ranked 8th in the country.
They've been working really hard. Conference plays quickly creeping up on us. Weaver trying to weave her way through, can't get it to go, and it'll be Macomb basketball.
Yeah, Weaver's been silent in this second half. It's been Kaylee Dupler.
Weaver has 13 points, so it's still been solid throughout.
That's true. She still has 4 points in this half, but I guess she was able to produce a little bit more in that first half. Just in the eye test.
Not enough on that reverse layup by Janiyah McWilliams. Prasnak across 3 seconds to get across the timeline. They do that time by Hocking. Going up there is Rutain, an offensive foul called.
Hawks foul, number 22.
Galovich will take the charge.
Her first, team fourth.
Continuing to affect the game in every aspect. She might not light up the scoreboard scoring 15, 20 points a night, but she's going to have a multitude of different stats that help out positively for this team.
Absolutely. We've seen it all throughout here tonight on both ends, especially crashing the boards, getting after on plays, just being a key presence out on the floor. It just ignited this team after they looked down and out a few moments ago. Orbara in trouble. That hook almost went in, reversing it this time, and that one goes.
That was impressive. Following her shot, getting the offensive rebound. Well done. She's a powerful force down low.
Has made some huge baskets as of late. Ooh! Almost had a block, but should be called for a foul. I like that, though.
Two-hand rejection should have been.
Monarch foul, number 44.
I can't complain about that one.
No, it's a broken possession defensively. Urabara had to recover to the backside to guard the 6'3" Almond. And, I mean, she stacks up pretty close. Urabara at 6'2", got those hands up and blocked the shot. Just a little bit of contact.
Jihad will come back in for Hankins.
At the line, shooting two.
Only the third and fourth free throws tonight for Hocking. Allman at the charity stripe. Get that one to go. Team just hit 60% from the free throw line. As Allman misses both. Jihad fell down to the floor getting that rebound. Macomb can cut it within single digits here with this last possession. Galovich from McWilliams for three. No. Long rebound. Loose. Picked up by Hocking. 1 second left. And that one is going to be late by Boyce. And we're through three. And Macomb finds themselves down by 10 as we head into this fourth quarter.
Yeah, from how that quarter started to how it ended, a big turning point there for Macomb. They were trailing by 14-15, and they, like you mentioned, cut it down to 10 points. But they were only able to score 10 points in that third quarter. A little more production offensively will be needed because Hocking was cold in that third quarter from downtown. I know you had Kaylee Dupler make a couple, but they did not shoot the ball all that well in that set of 10 minutes. If that continues into this final 10, Macomb has to make a surge, has to find a way to close the gap and play for a last shot down the stretch or maybe take a lead with a few minutes to go. But it's going to be on the offensive shooting from Sydney Guerin, Janiyah McWilliams, Alea Forrest, Vivian Orabara, and Asi Jihad.
Yeah, absolutely. Looking into this final quarter, you got to be back out of here again tomorrow against another top-ranked team. You'll play the number 16 in Division III Owens tomorrow, and then you play Lake Michigan on Saturday. So this is a busy week here, and these final 10 minutes are just going to be a testament of how this team comes into not only to finish out this game here tonight, but coming into tomorrow against Owens.
And you look at this game, I mean, obviously not in the MCCAA East are these Hocking Hawks, but it kind of feels like a conference game in a way because you have two very similar teams that will, I mean, play each other throughout the year. It does feel like they are kind of in that same conference, obviously different divisions, but you could kind of think of this as a pre-season conference game to what they'll be seeing against Schoolcraft to start it out in a couple of weeks.
And got SC4 ranked number 9. Schoolcraft, who was receiving votes in the latest poll yesterday. Jackson at 9-2. Mott 6-4. and OCC 6-5. So got some tough competition ahead once January comes. Macomb will get it first. This could be a blocking foul called on the Hawks.
They tried to slip through the defender. Got tripped up there.
Hawks foul number 21, Trinity Bellard.
Long way from the bonus, but want to continue to force the issue, push the envelope, and grab those fouls. Take some extra free throws.
That's Ballard's fourth, so she'll come off the floor. Coach Andrew Brown will bring in Ba. Galovich. Miscommunication right there. Jihad wasn't aware. It results.
Lily Weaver.
A fast break layup for Weather.
You'd rather call a timeout right there and then give the ball away for a free 2 points on that possession.
We'll see how they bounce back. Guerin misfires. And you can't have those mistakes here, especially when you're trying to come back.
No, but it's happened the last few games. When they make a push, there's 3 or 4 plays that kind of make or break their comeback, and that's a dagger.
Gianna Boyce, 3.
Boyce had the hot hand in the first half from deep. She now has 11 on the night. And the lead has ballooned to 15. McWilliams can't respond with a triple. Hocking quickly going down the floor. Boyce gets a bump and will go to the line. And
yeah, Hawks are running the tempo right now. Macomb struggling to keep up. Last couple possessions, they've just been gunning and running, and coming out with points and a couple of free throws here.
They've just been playing up pace, moving
Checking
along.
in for Monarchs, number 2, Alea Forrest, and number 22, Ava Prasnak.
Boyce coming in as a freshman from Grove City has been really strong with this team, averaging nearly 9 points a game.
2, Gianna Boyce.
But this Hawks team, they were impressive in that first half. 50% from the field. And they have a 17-point advantage over Macomb here in this fourth quarter. Forrest able to drill that one from deep.
Money.
Got to be able to be perfect here from this point on with the time remaining. 51-37. Missed there by Blevins. Ba couldn't haul it in. Throws an errant pass to Galovich. Prasnak. Looking around. Weaver almost had it taken away. Could not really fully take the steal, so Macomb will get it back with 18 to work with. Down by 14. Working it around. Galovich, the wing, cutting in. Forrest. Uabara needs help. 3 to shoot. Got to get it off.
Nice.
They just do, and they do. Get that one to go. Uabara.
Great post move by Vivian. She's continuing to get better as this game goes on and as the season progresses.
Tip to take it away. Uabara. Gets it across the logo.
Somebody needs to go get that ball quicker.
51-39. Uabara from the free throw line. Missed. Galovich had the board. It goes out of bounds. And a timeout will be taken by Macomb.
Timeout Monarchs, 30-second timeout.
7:22 to go, trailing by 12. We'll be back here on the Macomb Athletics Network. (51-39), Macomb is down. They've made some key plays, able to force some steals, but they got some work to do if they want to snap this losing skid. Well, the men's game coming up between Macomb and Hocking approximately 30 minutes after this game ends. We're going down Blevins. Looked like it was off the foot of Macomb, no kickball. But the ball was out of bounds off of Blevins. Macomb gets a break and they'll take it back.
It's a great defensive slide from Asi Jihad to get down on that opposite block. That's where the pass was going. It ricochets off her knee, trickles out of bounds on Blevins. Still, the defense continues to be very good for Macomb against another talented team.
Absolutely. They just got to finish it off here. Finish coming out of this comeback. Uabara, good look down low, just can't get that one to go.
It's a really good look. She's squaring up and getting to the rim. Finished a couple times, but got to be a little more consistent if they want to mount this comeback.
Misfires from deep. Dupler. Got 6.5 to work with. Forrest driving. Blocked there by Ba.
See that shot against most big men that they've played against this year? You can get that shot off, but not against a 6'4" Hawa Ba right there. That was an easy block for her.
the Monarchs, number 12, Sydney Garrett.
Maybe take one more dribble, slip it under, or take it to the opposite side for a reverse layup. She was waiting for that.
Yeah, came a little bit too predictable. We'll see what they can do here now. They got 15 to work with. Jihad's going to pull up from 3 and able to knock it down.
2-3 ball by number 11.
Second of the night for Asi.
Jihad.
The Monarchs have cut it within single digits. Still got 6 minutes to go. So a lot of time. Weaver was trying to get into the paint to Uabara. Jump ball. It's going to stay with the Hawks, though.
Subbing in for the Monarchs, number 22, Ava Prasnak.
Prasnak comes back in for Guerin. Some more defensive stops like that. And cut this deficit. It'll make it a one-possession game. 8 seconds. Fading away is Blevins. Yeah, that was a tough shot.
Yeah, great D from Galovich, squaring up, keeping her in front.
Forrest stopping. Galovich decides not to pull the trigger now. Going up is Forrest. Maybe got hacked there. Did not get a call. Uabara lost the ball. And they're going to say it was off of Hocking, though.
That's the right move from Alea right there. She saw that Hawa Ba was on the opposite block, could not get to her in time when she went to the rim, and there was contact. No foul call.
That was tipped. They were looking for Asi right there.
That's the second time Vanessa's tossed it on a turnover on an out-of-bounds play. They got to either make a change at that spot right there or find someone to be open and not heave one over to the backside. That's twice now on big possessions.
It'll be Hawks basketball after boys and the Hawks fought. Forrest was all over her going up for that basket. Let's say it's a no call. 5:15 to go. Macomb down by 9. 10 on the clock here. Little one up there is Boyce. Can't get that one off the glass.
Well done by Vivian right there to grab that board.
She's done her job here tonight. It's been great to see. Galovich. There comes Uabara again. Gets it up and in. Vivian Uabara will be going to the line for a three-point play.
And she's putting in minutes right now.
Hawks foul number 5.
She did not play
her
against Lansing in this last game. She was healthy, just did not play. She is making a huge impact tonight. 8 points, 6 total rebounds. After missing her first couple of shots down low in the paint, she started to adjust, and she's made a few now, and a free throw.
That's huge. 2-possession game now. Macomb playing full court pressure again. Trying to teleport that pass was Hocking into the hands of Uabara. We'll see if Macomb, what they want to do here. They don't have to take a 3. Still a lot of time to work with, 4.5 to go. McWilliams, Jihad, pulls up from 3. Off, McWilliams had the board, ball loose, and it's going to stay with the Monarchs.
I thought that was definitely going down. I thought McWilliams fumbled it on her hands, and it trickled away out of play on Macomb. But another chance.
Hawks,
Let's
30
see if
seconds timeout.
Macomb goes for 3 again, or like you mentioned, they don't need a 3 right now. And Vivian Urabara is doing a nice job in the paint. Get it back to her. Have Asi Jihad or Alea Forrest go to the rim strong and try to get another 2 to cut into this lead a little bit more.
Yeah, 4:23 to go. Coach Andrew Brown of the Hawks, he was not happy how this last sequence has gone. He needed to take a timeout. 6-point game. Like Macomb, what they've been doing, they've been fighting here to the finish here. Like they did in that last game against Lansing. They've been working at it. Vivian Urbar, we've talked about her, 9 points, 6 boards. No force and steals. It's been working for them here tonight. They have 9 steals so far, 21 points off turnovers, and they forced 18 miscues by Hocking here tonight.
I mean, they're doing everything exceptionally well on both sides of the floor besides making shots. 16 of 60 shooting for 26%. I mean, that's where the difference is, because Macomb could either be tied or leading this game if they hit just a few more baskets.
Yeah, they're 16 of 60 from the floor, Hocking 19 of 50, so they had 10 more shots.
Because of those offensive rebounds, which they've gotten 17 of today. Trinity Bellard, by the way, is going to check in with 4 fouls, so 1 more and she is done.
So they'll come in at the next whistle since they didn't check in time. McWilliams has to beat the 5 call. They do. Jihad looking to drive in, getting it up, and good. Another 3-point play coming up for Macomb.
That's it right there.
Hawks
Take that
foul
pump
number
fake,
1,
go to the
Jenna
rim.
Force, her third, team third.
Hocking is
At
not
the
doing a
line,
good
shooting
job
and
here in this
1.
4th quarter of clogging up that paint in the
Awesome
middle,
jihad.
keeping Hawaba, the big body,
Checking in for
right in the
Hawks,
middle
number
to
21,
stop
Trinity
the
Bellard.
drives from Forrest, from Vivian Orabara, and from Jihad. They're thriving right now in going to the rim. Love to see it.
Jihad's 3-throw is good. And it's just like that, it's a 3-point game. That full court press again.
Cut off that sideline, nice job.
It's just been suffocating here. Get it across. Long pass over the bar from Boyce. And that's another turnover. Now Sydney Guerin will come back
For
in.
the Monarchs, number 12.
And there's
Sydney
something
Guerin.
about a lack of success when you have to run and gun and be discombobulated like that, like the Hocking Hawks were. Macomb, their press has gotten sharper and sharper as the games have gone on, and we've really seen it progress. It works out yet again. A lot of turnovers once again forced by Macomb.
Yeah, they've worked on that a lot. They've seen a lot of that full court press when it's worked against them, when they've had to break it. We saw it in that Lansing game in mid-Michigan where it was a struggle for them. And it's going to be Macomb basketball. 3:44 to go. I think that was a jump ball. Macomb will have it on the sideline. Jihad for 3. Off. McWilliams with the rebound. Working it around. 14 on the shot clock. Janiyah McWilliams. Orabara. Thought about a mid-range jumper. Gets it up and in. It's another basket for Urabara. And it's just a
Spin move on the
1-point.
block, Alex. Sorry, go ahead.
It's a 1-point game. And a carry call on the Hawks. Urabara has done her job here in this 4th quarter, and this defense has come to life for Macomb here.
Alex, that is turnover number 20 for the Hawks tonight. 31 you force against a top 25 team in Lansing a week ago, and you post up 20 more forced in this game against a very good Hocking team.
Jihad for three. Off. Uabara with the rebound. Trying to reverse it. Too strong. Gets it back. Well, it's going to be Macomb basketball. The other play before I thought it was a jump. It was not. So
Vivian Uabara is playing incredible basketball right now. 9 total rebounds, 6 on the offensive end with 11 points. Nearly a double-double.
and off the bench too.
Yeah.
Got to work it around. Still a lot of time left. 3 minutes. Forrest for three. That one's short. Ballard with the rebound.
Got to go back to the rim.
It's trapped. Hocking has to get it across. They only got 3 seconds. They just do. They were up by 17 at one point. And an offensive foul call.
On the screen. Hawaba grabs another one.
Hawks
That's
foul,
her
number
fourth.
5, Hawaba, her 5th.
Or I'm sorry, her 5th. She's done. Tallest player that has spent nearly the entire time on the floor today. At 6'4", fouls out.
Yeah, take a look at that's huge. The only player they have is Allman at 6'3".
For the Hawks, number 2.
They got
32 player.
Bellard with 4, Blevins with 3, and Boyce with 3. Nobody is in foul trouble for Macomb. Guerin has 2 fouls. That's the most. That's been key for the Monarchs, staying out of foul trouble. Jihad had some early foul trouble in that last game against Lansing, but was able to play the whole way through. Jihad for 3. Misses that one. Into the hands of Weaver. And a foul called on the Monarchs. That one's going to be on Forrest.
Monarch foul number 2, Leah Forrest.
Ever since Vivian Uabara went to the rim,
Her
got
first
that
2
spin move bucket at the cup, and right before that, Asi Jihad going to the rim as well for another 2 points. We've
Checking
seen
in
only
number
3-point
22,
shots out of this
Leah
Macomb
Presnick.
team. They get another 1 or 2 layups in here. They take a very slim lead late in the ball game, but their defense, it's holding up.
It has been their strong suit these last 2 games. As that one's missed by Dupler. Macomb on the break.
Somebody's got to take it to the rim on this possession.
They got 2:05 to work with. They decide to slow it down. And too far for Uabara, just misplayed by Forrest on the pass. There's still some time left. And you just got to move on from it. Got to get another stop. Presnick has it. Forrest up and in.
Leah
Don't
Forrest.
look now, but the Monarchs have the lead. 1:45 to go. They were down by 17. But not for long as Boyce silences the crowd.
I was just about to say crowd silencer and miscommunication on the Macomb end on the inbound. That is the 3rd inbound turnover from Macomb in this second half. Those plays cannot happen.
You get a play like that, Prasek in the steal, and you allow that triple, and then off the inbound, McWilliams almost had that one. Oh, close. Boyce, 3. Can't get it. Weaver somehow misses that bunny on the offensive glass.
Macomb blessed on that possession right there. Weaver had an easy 2 points.
Keeps it a 1-possession game. Jihad goes up for the tie. In and out. Uabara with another offensive rebound. He gets it up and in.
Yeah, she's hooping tonight. Just a force down low. 10 offensive rebounds, or 11 rebounds, I'm sorry.
Tied up at 54. This has been a great game. Dupler for 3. Rolls in and out. 43 seconds left. Macomb looking to slow it down, and they will take a timeout. They have 1 more left with 40.4 to go. We're knotted up at 54. What an incredible comeback here by Macomb. And they were actually down by 18 with a little over 4 minutes to go in the third. But nonetheless, the defense has been strong once again, forcing 21 turnovers, getting 10 steals. And now having a chance here to take the lead here again Got a little over 40 seconds left. Just get a good quality shot here.
Have to. You look at the stat sheet from the entire Macomb team tonight. They're 6 of 32 from beyond the three-point line. What happened on those last two possessions when they were trailing 52-50? Back-to-back buckets at the rim. You got Alea Forrest with the left hand, and then you got Asi Jihad, who took it strong, missed, and Vivian Urabar was there for the take. Offensive rebound and the putback. Stop shooting the three ball. I'm just going to say it right now. If you want to win this game, get in close to the rim. Howell Baugh just fouled out. They only have Sydney Allman down low, and she's been struggling on both sides of the paint to guard it evenly. She's not even in the ball game right now. Go to the rim, get a basket, take the lead, and let's go home happy. Come on, Alex.
Yeah, we want to. You know, it's been tough. You know, these last few games from Macomb, you know, against the top 25 teams, it's been tough. But going out against this Hocking team, they were down by 18. They could have just thrown it in the towel with the time left in the game, but they didn't.
And Vivian was the difference, I think. She was the catalyst to start this comeback, the offensive rebounding, the buckets. She finally got at the rim, and Asi Jihad as well.
Jihad misfires from deep. She gets her own rebound. Uabara, 30 seconds, trying to get that one up. No. Ball's loose on the ground, and it's going to be Hocking basketball.
Jump ball goes to the Hawks.
As they will take a timeout now with 27.4 to go. And Jihad, you know, she pulled up from deep. Uabara unable to get one up. And now it's up to the defense here for Macomb. We're going to have the men's game coming up after this. You know, this one has been a treat. You know, the next one will also be one. Two strong programs. So they made it to the national tournament. It'll be 30 minutes after this game ends, but we'll see how this game goes. It could end here in regulation, could go to OT.
There's definitely a chance it goes to overtime. I mean, Macomb forcing 21 turnovers tonight. They've done a great job of it. When you look at the offensive rebounds here for Hocking, they have 11. Macomb's got 23. So what I'm seeing here is on a missed shot from Hocking, Asi Jihad, Vivian Urabarra, Ava Prasnak can pull one down and save for the final possession. There's a little bit more time than what the shot clock offers, which means there's going to be a little bit of remaining time, about 3 or 4 seconds on the clock if Hocking takes this down all the way, which I doubt they do.
Yeah, so they don't have to give Macomb the ball back. They could play it to the hands, so we're going to try to end the game right here. Trapping Weaver. Just working it around. 20 seconds. Weaver, Blevins. Yeah, they're not rushing a shot. You got a couple fouls to give. 10 seconds.
You don't have to give.
Working it around. Tupler, 5 seconds.
Good defense.
Weaver, 3 seconds. Going up. It's a down.
Jump ball.
And was there time left on the clock? They're going to talk about it here as the clock hit 0.
Alex, I saw about a second, maybe a second and a half left when the whistle was called.
They're going to talk it over here. Oh, it's important right now.
Another strong defensive possession from Macomb. They've done it from the first minute until the last.
And they're going to say the jump ball was after. They're going to say the jump ball was after the whistle.
That is wild.
So we are going to overtime. Just been an incredible game here, Tom. Is give the effort. Macomb coming back. Now they got to force out here in this extra period. Looked like they were going to probably have, I thought, maybe a second.
I thought so too. The whistle definitely was blown before the horn sounded, which means that there's a little bit of time left, whether it's 0.2 seconds, 0.4 of a second, whatever it is. But we're going to play another 5 minutes. Not the best call there, in my opinion, but you know, we live on for another 5, and Macomb, if they continue to go down low, give the ball to Asi Jihad, Alea Forrest on the drive, and Vivian Urabarra. I'm going to continue to talk about those 3 because those have been the impact players of this final stretch to come back and tie the game.
Yeah, they have been working hard here throughout. I just didn't like. they said it was afterwards. We heard the whistle, but you also got to be mindful. No, Macomb hasn't been really at it with her earlier. Coach Caroline got a technical foul earlier, and just got to be mindful of that into this overtime period and your disagreement with the referees. But we're heading off to overtime now. This is the first overtime game this season for Macomb as they win the tip. They're down to Uabara, down low. It's not short on the lane. Gets her own rebound. And get that one to go as Prasnak will get the foul for reaching in.
Monarch foul, number 22, Ava Prasnak, her first, team third.
Got to keep up the defensive prowess right here. Continue to force those turnovers.
Weaver gets it up and gets it through traffic.
Yeah, 2-on-1. That's going to be scored almost every time.
Jihad going in. Off. Couldn't get that one to Ibarra. Yeah, just went that one over the hoop. Weaver from way downtown. Off iron. That's a 10th rebound for Jihad. She has another double-double this season with 17 points. Janiyah McWilliams for 3. Yeah, that one to fall either. Monarchs trail by 2. Here in this overtime period. 3:48 to go. Clock at 10. Tipped off of Forrest.
In for the Monarchs, number 12, Sydney Guerin.
Cindy Guerin will come back in. 9 seconds to work with.
Definitely need Galovich out there as well, one of your better defenders.
3:39 to go. Weaver, guarded by Galovich. Cutting in, going baseline.
Oh.
Lily Weaver.
It's off the rim and back in.
That was a great take from Lily Weaver right there. Just got the right bounce off the rim to bank off the glass.
58-54. So Ibarra gets it back. That one to drop in. Ibarra with a double-double as well with 15 and 13.
Yeah, she's been really impressive tonight. Great stuff from Vivian.
Coach Caroline keeping her out there. In this stage of the game, based on how she has played here tonight. Bounce off of Bellard on the rebound.
Number 3.
She continues to grind and hustle. I mean, doing a great job. She had no business grabbing that rebound at first, and yet she was still able to lunge over, get a piece, and force that ball out of bounds on the Hawks. Been the impact player that has changed this game, because this game should have been over before, Alex. Down 18 points, but they made a late surge. Vivian Ibarra leading the charge.
Yeah, having a player like that, this has been one of the best we've seen from her this season.
No doubt about it. And I see a different confidence in her than when we watched against Mid-Michigan. When she gets the ball on the block, she is going right to the rim with force.
It's just been great to see Ibarra, the sophomore at 6'2", coming in. Being the backup for Jihad and able to be on the floor here in this moment.
So she's earning a starting role tonight.
Guerin can't get that one to go. Ibarra gets it back, and she'll go to the line.
Hawks foul, number 21, Trinity Bellard. Her 5th, team 5th.
So now, Alex, 8 total players on this team. 2 have fouled out for the Hawks. They're down to 6 players for the rest of the ball game.
2 for the Monarchs.
That stamina, or I guess the fatigue, I should say, may come into play in the final 2.5 minutes. Let's just see.
This is that one. Yeah, this has been long here. No, they haven't had to play an extra period yet this season. Now 2:25 left. We'll get it down. Well, Barra got a hand in there, and she'll go to the line as Boyce.
That's all right. Second personal on Vivian. She's done a really nice job of staying out of foul trouble in this game. When they needed her on the floor, she stayed on the floor.
Checking in for the Hawks, number 55, Cindy Allman. At the line, shooting 2, number 1, Gianna Boyce.
Boyce has had herself a night, especially in that first half. Gets the first one to go. Makes both. 3-point game. Over the head. 2:06 left for Macomb. McWilliams from Forrest. That back. 12 on the shot clock. Working it down. Free throw line. High elbow. And a 3-second call on Uabara. We haven't seen that call here tonight.
Checking in for the Hawks.
And I know I've said get away from the three-point shot here in this overtime period and down the stretch. Got to kick it out to Sydney Guerin right there. That is your three-point shooter, and she was wide open.
Well, court pressure here. All open is Rutang. Misses it. Macomb lucky there. Take a good shot. You don't have to be the hero right now. Only take it when you have the opportunity. They will with Sydney Guerin for 3, missing. That was a good look.
Great look, just a little too strong. Man.
Dupler, minute 15 left. Macomb does not need a foul, especially with the time left. Weaver will get down Rutang over Uabara and gets that one to go.
Another blown communication defensively there for Macomb. You had Alea Forrest guard in the top. They tried to switch on a screen. Asi Jahad did not switch. She stayed on her original defender, and that left Lily Weaver wide open on the backside, and she threw the dime pass in for an extra 2 points. It's got to be the communication on the defensive end, even though they played very well defensively through this game.
Yeah, that's just been great. We just can't have collapses like that.
Of this game. Once again, game time approximately 20 minutes following the conclusion of this game.
So Macomb just got to get a shot here, because if you don't make one here, you're going to be forced to foul. Got 1:02 left. Because you wouldn't have to foul if you were down one possession, but Macomb's not going to advance the ball here. McWilliams out to Forrest, working it around. Got to be quick here. Taking too much time. Weaver. That's going to send Forrest to the line.
Monarch foul number 2, Alea Forrest.
Actually, going to be called.
Second.
Foul is on Forrest, even though she was the one diving first.
At the line.
Awkward call right there. It could go kind of 50-50, but Forrest was the one that lost the ball originally, dove for it, and Lily Weaver was the one that came over on top.
Yeah, Coach Caroline was confused about the call.
Correction, shooter is number 0, Lily Weaver.
So Weaver will go to the line as She makes this one. It'll be a 3-possession game with 45.5 seconds left. Macomb's going to take a timeout. Coach Caroline, still not happy about that foul call that forced Joe for the ball, but
now those are big free throws right there. 7-point lead for Hocking with 45 seconds left. It's going to take some strong late shooting from this Macomb team, something they have not seen much of. They missed 33 pointers in this game. They've only made 6 of them. But they're going to need a couple to come back down by 7.
Yeah, it's going to be a quick turnaround for them tomorrow. They've had 80 shots in the game. They'll play number 6 Owens tomorrow from the NGCAA Division III. That's going to be a tough one. But they've been playing against Hocking here tonight. If they continue to play like they've been doing here tonight, finish out strong, you'll have some momentum coming into tomorrow against
overall,
Owens.
Yeah, this team is not playing terrible. Bad tonight. This is a good performance, everything besides shooting the basketball for Macomb. Now, when they've gone to the rim, they've succeeded. So a little bit more of that, and this team can upset teams like Hocking, upset teams like Lansing and Mid-Michigan, because they play very well defensively and they rebound better than any other team in the conference.
Foul called, reach in by Dupler. That's huge. Stops the clock at 40.9.
Her first. At the line, shooting 2, number 11, Asi Jihad.
Got to make both free throws here.
Checking in, number 22, Roy Rutang.
Jihad with 17 points on the night. First free throw falls. 64-58. And Jihad makes both.
Clean from the free throw line. Macomb very solid, 11 of 16 from the line tonight.
Macomb trying not to foul here. 30 seconds. Weaver, Dupler. And then in. And now they foul with 22.8 left.
Yeah, down by 5, you got 2.
Williams, her second.
Give yourself a little bit of extra time on the next possession, depending on what happens on the free throws.
At the line, shooting 2, Kaylee Dupler.
So Dupler will head to the line. Hocking will hit the road up to SC4 tomorrow before they'll come back home to play Miami University Middletown before they'll go on the holiday break. Macomb's last game for their holiday break will also be on Saturday against Lake Michigan.
Timeout Macomb.
21.4 left as Hocking splits the pair. So a solo 2-possession game. Got a little bit of life left.
It's going to take a couple of big 3-pointers. Got to knock them down.
It's the final timeout by Kirk Caroline. His team has played well here tonight. Hard-fought game. You can't feel down about the outcome and how well they've played. Coming down by 18 with 4 minutes left in the third.
The resiliency of this team is unmatched. Specifically looking at the last 2 games, Lansing and tonight, this team has no quit. And maybe down the stretch they don't have it when it comes to a clutch shot here or there, or they give up one late. But that's all, over the course of a growing, improving season. Those things are going to happen. And this team will be better for it over their next several games before they get into conference play. So you'd rather have the hardships and the adversity now than when the games really matter and you're taking on Eastern MCCAA opponents.
Well, 20 seconds left. Got to get a quick shot. McWilliams for 3. No. Rebound in there by Weaver. As Guerin will pick up the foul with 13.2 left.
Monarch foul number 12, Sydney Guerin, her third.
Heck of a night from Lily Weaver. 21 points, could finish with 23 if she knocks both of these down. 8 of 17 from the field. Very sharp, and also 4 of 4 from the line currently.
Lily Weaver.
Nearly had a double-double as well with 9 rebounds. Led the team in that category.
She's tied her season high at 21 a week ago. Good University of Rio Grande JV's team now has a season high of 22. 10 seconds left for Macomb. Guerin onto Uabara. Shot up and in. 4 seconds left. And that will do it. It's going to be a tough loss for Macomb in overtime tonight. They fall just short to the Hocking College Hawks, 66-61.
Tomorrow here against Owens Community College, December 18th. Once again,
Came back from an 18-point deficit to force the extra period, but unable to pull away with a victory.
And they won in multiple categories of this game. They just did not win on the scoreboard. They out-rebounded the Hawks by 10, 54 total rebounds from Macomb. They also had 15 more offensive rebounds than the Hawks. I mean, that's incredible. They shot nearly 20 more. Actually, they did shoot 21 more shots than the Hawks did. But when you're 22 of 82 for 26% and you're 6 of 37 from beyond the three-point line, it's really tough to win games, Alex. Like, you can play great defense, you can force turnovers, but at the end of the day, you got to put the ball in the cup. And I think that's really just been the difference. This team did a nice job from the free throw line. They won in that category as well, shot 3 more free throws. Turnover battle, they won that as well, forced 21 compared to their 19. So they won different aspects of this basketball game, but just in the sense of shooting the ball and being able to put the ball through the net, that's where they've struggled all year long, and that is the reason why they fall short tonight.
Yeah, quick turnaround for the Monarchs tomorrow. They'll take on number 6 Owens Community College from the NGCAA Division III. They'll look to recover from that. Just no time to recover. They just got to look forward to the next one, but we'll see how they do that. We'll have that action for you at 5:30 tomorrow right here on the Macomb Athletics Network. So that's going to do it for us here tonight in this women's basketball game. The final score, it's the Hocking College Hawks 66 and your Macomb Monarchs 61 in overtime. On behalf of everyone here at the Macomb Athletics Network, on behalf of my partner Tom Cavanaugh, I'm Alex Johnson. Thank you for tuning into this women's basketball game here on the Macomb Athletics Network, and we see you back in 20 minutes for the men's game right here on the Macomb Athletics Network.